Hello and welcome to Riot. I'm your host Tisa and this is
May May.
And we're here to talk about
a lot of things.
And
we're here to talk about the horror that has overtaken this nation. Hopefully it'll lead to some systemic changes that can change our history from here on out. It's going to take a lot of work. And we're also going to introduce something that we're both very excited about.
Yes. So we just got two kittens and they're just running around the couch like crazy. So if you hear a little pitter patter, it's them. Their names are
Kaiju Kraken
and
Kinsey Cash.
And they are cute and I love them.
And one of them is white and gray and the other one is black and white.
So, I'm on TikTok, and so I think we're going to do a TikTok. I think I'm going to switch it over to it being Rebel Mayhem's TikTok. So we're going to have a lot of information on there and a lot of TikToks about the business. Because we have a lot of things going on that we are venturing into that we are really excited about and are hopefully going to take off.
I hope so. I'm excited. Something I've always wanted to do.
So there's a lot of things going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
A worldwide upheaval. Besides the pandemic, there's also the human rights, black rights protesting that are turning into riot and bullshit. Video leaked of a man in a black outfit from head to toe with a gas mask. I think he had an umbrella. It was a white man who was later identified as a cop who was breaking the windows of AutoZone, and then he also started a fire in a trash can, and people were trying to talk to him and he was just pushing them away and just being very angry. So there's a lot of provocateurs out there in the protesting that are starting shit, and it's a bunch of crazy shit. Like, that one YouTuber, I'm not going to even say his name, is from LA, and he's out here at Scottsdale, and him and his crew are starting shit with firecrackers at the mall. Like, why are these people going to the mall and burning shit to the ground? And it's not even part of the Black Rights Movement, because it's a bunch of white people that are doing it, that are racist, of course, and there have been groups that were linked to it called Arizona riot locations or Arizona protest locations or something like that, but that since has been closed down and it's not there anymore, that Facebook page or group, whatever it was, it's just not there anymore.
There's a lot of fear-mongering going on. There's a lot of people spreading rumors. There's a lot of people spreading false truths, which is not abnormal in today's day and age of bipartisanship, but in an age that's so flammable right now, having anybody who says anything in any way, which way, will cause close to violence, sometimes downright violence, and it's very scary.
And people being upset more. They're upset about the looting. Okay. Like I said, a lot of looting is starting from these groups, these hate groups that are starting all these riots and looting. And I'm getting in arguments with people who are like family that have been around for like 30 years or more. And they're just saying that it's all for their own personal gain to go and get things from like Target and all those other places. But I recently saw a video. The man was definitely white. He stole the GoPro little TV that says what the GoPro does from Target, and he had it hanging out in his room. He disguised his voice. He only had 3 videos on his TikTok, but he stole the GoPro display from Target, this idiot, and was showing it on TikTok. So hopefully they fucking find him and do, what do you call it?
Prosecute?
Prosecute him. But yesterday was very stressful for me. I felt like I was having a heart attack. But it was just stress and anxiety, and cried a little bit, and then went to bed. Took a bath with my baby, and we discussed a lot of things, and there needs to be a change, and I think with everything going on, it's going to force change.
I hope so. I think that we need to change the way we vote, and we need to vote for people who have different life experiences. For me, I need to vote for people who have had different life experiences than me, who have a better understanding than I do of this life. So, even though I can't stand Biden and I think he's terrible, I'm really hoping that he picks Stacey Abrams or Kamala Harris for his vice over Elizabeth Warren. I think those are the top 3 in the running right now. And then I don't know what to do about the other side. There's nothing we can do.
I love my cat. He's playing with the ball. I'll post a video of them playing with it. I sent a video to my friend. So she lives on downtown on 4th Ave and Van Buren or somewhere. Yeah, Van Buren and 4th Ave, which is right where the city hall is. And so she's been seeing the protesters every day. She's been sending me videos, and it's very sad because the first video she sent me was everybody chanting and protesting, and just walking, and everything's fine. Then 5-10 minutes later, she sends me another video, and she says, that smoke right there is tear gas. And she could hear them popping off the tear gas. So it's pretty scary. She lives right there, and it's just a lot going on. Things just need to change. The government's not caring. 45 doesn't care. He's hiding in a bunker and coming out for a photo op as he freaking announces he's going to call in the military. And the White House is black. He's turned off all the lights, and the difference. And people are just like, oh, well, under Obama, there was more riots and this and that. Yeah, because everybody's fighting for their rights, and the hatred came out when a black man became president, and so hatred came out. But now that Trump is openly saying it's, his racist slurs and hatred, everybody thinks it's okay. It's not okay. Things need to change. And somebody said, if somebody is bleeding in a classroom and you give them a Band-Aid, do you give everybody in the classroom a Band-Aid? What's your answer to that?
No.
Where do you think what that person said means? If somebody is bleeding and got hurt.
It's like the opposite of if everybody's eating and Bob doesn't get a plate. Doesn't Bob deserve a plate? Well, everybody deserves a plate. Does that going to get Bob a plate faster?
It reminds me of the episode of stupid to bring this into it, Superstore, when they were trying to make they were pissed off because Amy was a female and she was in charge. She's the manager, and she was like, "Well, I have Band-Aids in my office." And then somebody was like, "Can I have one?" And she's like, "Are you bleeding?" And he said, "No." She said, "No, you don't need one." And it's just like,
yes,
people are just looking for reasons, looking to say things, and they're saying things like, "Oh, Martin Luther King would be so disappointed in you guys," and it's just like, no, Martin Luther King said that if it comes to that, it comes to that, because it's been peaceful protesting forever, but it usually ends up being not peaceful because it's not the protesters getting violent. It is them getting shot at and getting pepper sprayed and
sometimes
tear
it takes
gas.
Violent protests to get the job done. Look at the Tea Party.
And look at throughout history. They're saying, oh, violence doesn't make it any better. Violence doesn't get your point across. Then why do we keep going to war? Why is there war? Tell me. But things need to change because...
And it needs to change from the bottom up. It's not going to be able to... We can't make a few laws and just make things look better. It has to be Because right now, you can make a duck look like a chicken, but it's still a duck.
What?
It didn't make any sense. Well, I wrote about it on my blog last week about going to high school, and I went to the oldest high school in Glendale, which means we had a very, very high, very heavy Hispanic population in my high school. But I didn't go to school with those people because I was in honors courses and I spent 4 years with the same 30 people. What is that? It's a form of segregation. They don't call it that, but that's what it is.
Well, it's just the same way that they segregated the blacks from the whites in schools. They had them in special ed classes because they didn't think of them as equals.
So things haven't changed that much
at all.
It's like, in order to change it, we have to change it. Everything. We have to tear everything down. I want to take everything down, everything gone, and I want to start from the bottom up. I want to motherfucking Alexander Hamilton this fucking bullshit. Do it from the ground up.
I want to read some tweets from Twitter, of course. So, they are from black women that are on Twitter. One of them says, the fact that my 79-year-old grandmother watched the news and said, they gassing them babies just like they did us, broke my heart to the core. This is why I'm mad. Nothing has changed. Another woman says, my mother just turned 83 and she was a part of the civil rights movement as a teenager in Alabama. She has dementia. However, she looked over at me and said, I shared with you the stories of what we went through to prepare you for this. And then another lady says, my grandparents was talking about this earlier, saying, we did all that back then so you kids wouldn't have to do today. It really breaks my heart. So much is still happening. It's not fair. And a black Hispanic male posted on Facebook, he said, we are never going to be equal. I don't understand why they are fighting. Oh, he got so many people argued with him, and I was just there with the popcorn watching, because he's like, I have every right to say that because I am Mexican and I'm gay. I'm a minority. And it's just like, dude, you're an idiot. That's the whole... People like him are the ones that are keeping us down from becoming equal. And it's just... Small-minded people are ruining things. And that's including our president. And it's... There needs to be a change. And I want to be a part of that change. And I'm going to get involved as much as I can. Because I used to be involved heavy back in my younger days. Until I turned 25, I stopped. So it's been 15, 16 years. But now I'm ready to get back into politics and try to make a change, because I'm tired of it and I can't not see it anymore and just stay away from it, because it's affecting me and my family, and I just need to fight. And I'm ready to get back into it, and I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to try to get to the top and try to make as many changes as I can here in this community.
I support you. Because my voice is not the voice that we need to hear right now. At all. My voice is not... It's just... I'm just going to have my vote where it counts. Because I'm not the voice that we need to hear. I don't have the answers. I don't know what to do.
Well, there are things that you can do, and people are posting stuff on Facebook that's saying, hey, to our white allies, here's a list of things that you can do, and I'll find something for you, and I will give it to you. Whatever?
No, it's fine. I mean, I do everything that I can. I speak